Princess and her knight. And next, job quest. Haven't done one of these in a while. Granson's had his fill of more suck. Hey there, sinner. I brought the bad news to the widow the scavenger while you were away. Took it about as well as you expect. She cried herself hoarse. I started asking her about the choker and where her husband had got it. Seems he and his mates took a trip to Ilmeg a year or so back, hoping to cart off all the Vorbertite treasure they could carry from the untouched ruin they've learned of. Of course, in their greed they neglected to account for the Fae folk, who killed or drove mad most of them. Those who stumbled didn't come away empty-handed though. In fact, they stumbled upon a remarkable find. 3 sacred treasures of the royal family. They escaped with 2, the fangs of Orpheus being one of them, which was sold by another scavenger to your moron, either that merchant you met at the beehive, or an agent of his, I'd wager. So the merchant gives it over to Melinda for restoration, after which Dickerson attacks Wright, presumably because he's after it as well. Meanwhile, the scavenger here in Mordsuck keeps the choker, the Eye of Orpheus, locked away for safe keeping, and when he finally decides to sell it, the sinless bastard shows up again. Which brings us to here and now. Damned if I know why, but at this point there's no denying that Dickerson's been hunting the royal relics. And so, assuming he hasn't already claimed the third one, the Claws of Orpheus, then I say we should get our hands on it first, use it to lure him out of hiding. But to that end we'll have to venture into the Fairy Kingdom ourselves. Those scavengers didn't receive the warmest welcome, and will not like to be treated any better. I've already been there before. Yeah, I've travelled there, and they seem to be quite nice to me. Have you now? And the little devils let you go? I can only assume they've taken a liking to you. That settles it then. We'll head to Ilmeg and ask her after this Vorbertite ring. Okay, I'm glad I didn't do this job quest right after the other ones then, because this has got some Ilmeg spoilers in it. I'm assuming I couldn't have done it anyway if I didn't go to Ilmeg, so we'll see. Yay, we're in pizza pasta again! I love pizza pasta! What a remarkably uneventful trip. I kept jumping at shadows, waiting for eaters or foul demons or worse to attack, but that might be preferable to the faith, frankly. Still, we're gonna have to deal with them eventually if we're gonna find this ring. After all, the Noma were part of a Vorbertite society, and without their help I'm not sure where to even begin that search. Perhaps the village is some sort you can guide us to. Well, there's Plan Any. Yeah, that place. Plan Any there, eh? Very well, lead on, Silla. Very good, grandson. I need to do the beast job quest here. I need to remember to do that today. Pizza pasta. Pizza pasta. Howdy. Something about your demeanor speaks a question unasked. Have I the right of it? Yeah, I need to find something. A ring that belonged to the royal family of Vorbert, and it was called the Claws of Orpheus. But Vorbert is long gone, as are the caretakers of the ring you seek. Who can say where it might have got to? Oh, well, that was useful. Who else might know about a claw? You, sir? Lala Al? Oh, hello there. You have questions for me? Well, I got some. The Claws of Orpheus. There's a nice ring to it, you say. There's a ring, you say. Not a nice ring to it, for fuck's sake. The name I have heard before, but I know nothing to say of that. Oh, so old served the royal family before the flood. Somewhat temperamental they were, but surely they have knowledge of this treasure you seek. Ciao. Green serpent of hunger is looking at you. Might eat you. No, he spared you. He spared you his wrath today. One cannot comprehend the might and power of the great serpent of Ronka. You don't want to mess with him. He means business when he gets down to it. Yeah, I found out some stuff, grandson. How do you have a conversation or free? Learn anything interesting? Yeah, I did. So this Sol Owl is the one we ought to speak with, eh? A former servant of the royal family, which would mean they'd lived well over a century. Bugger me. I don't think I will. We found out no Mao of late you proving yourself to be skilled conversationalist. So why don't you explain the situation? That is one of my strongest weaknesses, to be honest, grandson. But sure, I'll provide the conversation as long as you provide the aftermath, like pudding. I do not know you, yet you seem to know me. I saved your village. Oh, Echo! Oh no! Biff was discovered yesterday, a young girl not yet of age, transformed into a misshapen beast like the others before her. Lycason. As if we needed more proof of a pattern. At this rate, any citizen could be next. Tell me you at least learned something from this one. I studied her remains myself. 'Twas plain a powerful magic has been employed. Vestiges of the enchantment lingered long after. The culprit, I think, is not a man to be trifled with. That is all I can say for now, but you may rest assured that I will ascertain their identity ere long. On my honour as court mage, I swear it. Until I deal, however, I will implore you and your fellow knights to dispatch any who turn or show signs without hesitation. Why are there flowers here? Surely they wouldn't be here with Elmeg before the Pixies came. But these are kin and kith. Should we not try to keep them alive until a way to reverse the transformation can be found? Your mercy would place several others at risk. As the Knight of Robert did you not vow to serve all her people? Justice for the weakest among us, was it not? How many such innocents will die before you do what needs to be done? It pains me deeply, Brandon, but the safety of the royal family is paramount. I fear that to take anything less than the most drastic measures would be to invite death into the castle. Death is already here! Surely you must see that! I will not let it be whispered that Princess Soldia turned a blind eye to people suffering. These crimes are a tragedy that weighs upon every Robertite soul, mine most of all, and that is why I will take charge of the investigation myself. My lady, be reasonable. You cannot put yourself in harm's way. Your responsibility is to your subjects. So I am to gamble with their lives instead? Let them shield me while I am alone take shelter and look down on them from on high? Yes, exactly. You are their princess. You are Brandon, yes? The new recruit. Oh, a promising one from what the captain has told me. You will attend me personally. My lady. You heard me. I will not stand idly by when I have the power to make a difference. Together we will see justice done for all, as your vow and your princess demand. Gross. School finding out about the different warriors of darkness. Lady Sordia, I understand. Forgive me my hesitation. My life and my sword are yours to command. I have great expectations for you. Trust you will not disappoint me. Right. There is no telling when our culprit will strike again, so we must begin our investigation at once. There are witnesses to be questioned, clues to be gathered. Come, come. Now? Lady Sordia! Lady Sordia! Even the stubborn child, I wish you the best of luck, Brandon. You will need it, and more. Interesting lore, indeed. Hey, are you alright? The way you were holding your head, as if racked by a terrible pain. What happened to you just now?
Oh, it's the echo. It fucking hurts, but I found out some cool stuff.
Lady Sordia, you saw it with your own eyes. Then, your mind's eye? Then it isn't to be expected. You have the gift too. You are like Brandon. What do you mean he's like Brandon? Why have you come to me? What is it that you seek?
I have come to find Dickerson.
I see. And for this hunt of yours, you have come to Ilmeg in search of the claws of Orphus. I am afraid this is no simple matter. First, I would know that you are capable of facing the eater you seek. What? You mean side quests? Really? Now? There was a spot of river not far from here in which I used to bathe, until a number of beasts grew equally fond of it. If I were you claimed to be, they should pose no challenge whatsoever. This doesn't feel like a trade of equal standings. As for you, I have questions. What was that little dance?
You better answer my questions.
Yay! Pizza, pasta, put it in a can. We love the pizza pasta song. Oh my lord, Dark Mutants! Wait, why are they called Dark Mutants? What the fuck? Ninja Turtles? Okay, everyone's got an AoE, I guess. Or so do I! Bah. That hit me? No, I'm good. You can try and hurt me, but it's not going to work out well for you, so... enjoy death. To the beast, Sigbar. So and I have things to discuss. Yeah, we've done it. The beasts are no more then? Good, good. I hadn't the heart to do it myself, for they are no ordinary beasts, but old friends who had survived the flood, victims of the curse you heard us speak of in your vision. Oh. So this curse transforms people into monsters, like our Sin Eaters can spawn more of their own kind. I will speak no more of this or other matters until you have completed the task I set before you. Not negotiable, grandson. Sigbar accepted my terms, and so must you. So secretive to both of you. Can't we just all speak plain? Your comrade refuses to acknowledge your situation. This may take time, but I am patient. Indeed, I have dealt with many a stubborn child in my time. Indeed. Oh, we can't do this yet because it's level 78, but I hope you enjoyed the quest. I'll be back for this when I get to level 78, I guess. But for now, back to the MSQ. I hope you enjoy. Hello, welcome back to some more Shadowbringers MSQ, the series where I play through a really cool expansion. And we're here now with Oyonji again, Banquid, and Minfilia. Although, I don't know how long we're going to be with this Minfilia, but I guess we'll have to wait and see, right? But here we are, in Amarang, about to go through the mining, I guess, quarry area of this place. There's some side quests I have done. I did the tank quest at the beginning of this, I think. Haven't actually done it yet in the recording, because I want to get to an 8th fight first, but I'll do it probably... It'll be before this, it'll be a little bit weird, like, structure-wise, but it's done on purpose. And I might also be doing this quest here, along this quest line. So we'll see what happens, but it might be a bonus part, maybe. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this part. Let's continue, shall we? Free trade. Franklin is gazing with interest at a nearby village. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing. Finding a village when we've hardly 10 spaces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes, but you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folks who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. See, oh, you guys really shouldn't have walked into this amber iguana. Well, luckily for me, I don't take fall damage, so... Whee! Well, I have to lie, I do take fall damage, but not as much as you'd think. So I'm wondering if we're going to encounter the second beast tribe here. I would assume I'd either be here or Kalusia, but I guess we'll find out. But for now... Oh, it's these guys! Hello! I forgot the voices I gave for these guys, so hopefully there's voice acting. If not... You sell? No, you're a new merchant. But then, why do I know your face? Oh, I remember. You spent 4 bit gold!
Oh yeah, I did, I forgot. I got 40 loaves of mush loaf.
Such a coin purse crackling! You're already a legend among more traders! You're a travelling merchant then? Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course! Anything for valued customer! This place is Garrock. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now, none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be very familiar with the local roads, correct? On our way to Nabafarang, ourselves, if we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty! The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding the Bafarang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps you ask, they tell. Tell for free and to friends of our best customer. Nice. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Thank you, Crystal Exarch, for that. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. Sounds like a plan. I'm glad Oyongjae is here too. He gets to just chill out with us. Why not? Hello. Remember, Zanza, next time your pockets grow heavy with coin, yes? Indeed. Oh, we get to do the whole interrogation time. Hello, how's it going? You wish to go to Nabafarang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there was nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt this rusted wire would bear your weight. You hastily tell a note regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. Well, hello there, friend. I loved my little great serpent so much. What are you doing over here, Oyongjae? Perhaps we ought to inquire upon the matter of your Morn forces in the region as well. You are welcome to use our well. If you continue to cross the desert, you should take as much as you can carry. We didn't really come with water supplies, did we? We just... What is this thing? Excuse me? Well, hello there, sir. Look at him, he's got little T-Rex arms. He's my favourite character now. Can I interest you in some rock wrigglers? Plump and juicy and wriggly. No? Is there something else I can help you with? Yeah, what do you do here? I am what we call a middle Mord, between Time and the Crystal and Mean. The Crystallium is too far away from most of the miners, so I buy their gemstones and ore and sell them for a higher price. I only sell by the crate, so if you're looking for individual items, try the other merchants. They have many goods for travelers like you. What kind of place is this? Garrock was once a mining town, until all the miners moved out, that is. They were kind enough to leave their houses for us more to use, and like we always say, waste not, want not. As you can see, there is not much here, but a lot of people travelling to and from the Crystarium pass through, mainly to rest or use our well. It is the closest thing this place has to an oasis. If we're not lucky enough to encounter anyone who knows a route in the Bafarang here, then perhaps they can at least point us in the direction of others who might? More junk monger! Well, I can buy some gear here. I won't, but cheers. When a Bafarang airship is best, nothing is faster than an airship. The Amorans have one, I fear. You can ask them to take you. I don't know if they would. But it seems somewhat superfluous to do so. You dutifully make note of the Gongon's words. I don't know if that was the best idea, but sure. I've got it. I'll leave by asking how business is, then you mention you, and then ask about the route. That should work, right? You give your best shot, Minfilia. Always do your best. Oh, that is a surprise. Not very bound for Namafarang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. Used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate. However, I assume that that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. Take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. I didn't know you became such a note maker, Zigbar. Good on you. Zigbar. I'm afraid I've learned little reviews about how to reach Nabafarang. Your Maran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no signs of your Marans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we could take that as a sign that Alice's plan has borne fruit. Do you have any luck finding us a route forward? Yeah, a little bit. Concerning the gondola, concerning the trolley, concerning the airship. Obviously, we're not going to take the airship, but we'll just give them our thoughts anyway. So, these are our options. Well, what do you think?
Can we get an airship anyway? Not from Vorfrey, obviously.
No. We can try the gondola, might die, but air. What are these options? Yeah, trolley. Zigbar's not an idiot. Does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gauge is enough to thwart you. What's going on with the weather right now? I'd like to know a little bit more about before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zuntan can offer some insight. What has happened with the weather? It went like dark all of a sudden, then it went light again. It's not clouds, so how the fuck did that happen? That was weird. Right, Zuntan? Oh, yeah, there's 5 quests in now. Okay. Oh, 50,000 quests have spawned. Oh, Lord, we've got 4 things, too. Is that a plus quest? I think it might be. The Trolley Problem. Zuntan is eyeing you with curiosity. Oh, valued customer, worthy of a mode of help. Yeah, quite a bit actually. Of a fashion, they told us of a trolley that runs in the Bafarang, at least. But I am correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when first we asked. Yes, the gate you see is impassable. Before there was a hulking thing of stone, the talus. It opened the gate, they say. But none such operate such a thing now. I don't even know if it exists. Well, that was helpful. But I do not know, but you should travel east and Mount Bayan Mines. That's where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the talus, it'll be them. Thank you, you've been a great help. You have actually. Off to Mount Brian then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our question. Spur and not Brian. Mount Brian. What a fantasy name for a mountain. See you later. Bye. You've been the most helpful little monkey miner lads I've ever had the fortune to hang out with. Like, more so than a Beast Tribe quest, because that sucked. Wait, onwards to nature. Ow. No, Amber Iguana, no! I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. Okay, there we go. Mayhap the pole of light is the root of this land's desolation, or mayhap the fault lies with man and his insatiable greed. What a sight. Pardon me, it's a little daunting, isn't it? A little bit. The scale of this track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need to follow it until we come to the mines. Indeed. Just follow it until we get to the mines then. I'm very, again, I'm glad that they've taken a simple route.
No, I don't want to be body pressed.
I'm glad they went the simple route of these areas and didn't decide to make them like fucking sea of clouds with the floating islands, which I wouldn't say it's lazy, but it was certainly not as interesting as some of the areas we've had in Stormblood or this. Well, I say that, but I like Javania a lot, so I'm just talking out my ass. I'm kinda hoping we can get to an Aetheryte, but I guess it'll be that one there. Before I decide to head off and go and do my job quest, which will be at the beginning of this episode. Don't you love the structure of these videos? It's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh, hello, old chum! I'm not a Gnoblin. I'm not a Gnelf. I'm a Gnome!
Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, Thancred, he couldn't have stood in a more easy to get to place. See, this is the problem, Thancred. I'm getting chased myself now. Hey, Minfilia, what are you doing over here? Lever can't have been designed for a person to operate. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear and have a look around, and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favour of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mine proper caught Young Jay's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Are we actually gonna get a trolley or something? That'd be really cool if we do.
Oh, it's an iron avail.
It's gonna become like a metro game. Legs are thrust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. Inside this house, maybe? I like this area a lot. I like how different it is, and how desolate it is. The cup is slightly warm, and a fair amount of tea steeped over long, if the colours and the indication remains within. Still warm? Is there someone here? Lost soldier.
God, it's full of surprises, Cloud.
No, but I would love some trolley action here. That'd be really cool. Ride a trolley through this area. That'd make it a lot more interesting, I feel. Saying that, where are we going from here? I thought we'd have to climb up here, but I guess not. Ow. What am I looking for, Young Jay? There's nothing here. Where's this last one? I can't investigate an area that has no sparkly game. There's no sparkly here. Oh, for fuck's sake. You put a whole platform, you want me to go here? Fine. Trolley car. The benches within suggest that it may have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though, it is clearly old. It appears to be well maintained. There are a lot of gnomes around here. Oh, are these the Talus units then? It's really cool looking. I like it a lot. Ah, Zigbar. What house found discerned?
I found a trolley.
I see. Indeed, fine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussions ere our comrades arrive. I
I'm so glad it's a place to shelter is.
Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks look like they are in good condition though I couldn't move them myself. An ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. But a robot. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be a sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here suggests a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, the specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow unable to bar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. Why not have to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must have something that we don't. Like a remote control, maybe? Let's ask them what it is, shall we?
No.
Sigbar, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouse on the northwestern side of the tracks. Oh. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourself as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Very astute, and was prepared for a sneak attack. Off we go then! They have done wonders for Thancred's character in this expansion. Like before, he was just an edgelord. He didn't really do anything, but now he's got all these cool characteristics, which I love. He's literally become Bandaddy. Suspicious man.
Wicked, wait, where do you come from? No, never mind that. We have no business here, of that I'm sure.
Oh, well, come on, dude. Do you really want to try and fight the Warrior of Darkness? I mean, he's actually putting up a good fight, to be fair. Well, he was putting up a good fight. Unfortunately, you don't have all the buffs that a Gunbreaker does. So, enjoy death. You know, it'll be great if you can help me, the Great Serpent of Vonka, but, you know, just keep being adorable, it's fine. And we're done.
What are you? Oh!
I'm the Warrior of Darkness, and I killed a man today. Treat yourself. Kill a man. Oh, he was also getting chased. I feel bad for him. I love how many people are doing the story now. I never really before encountered people doing it, but it's cool seeing people just running around doing stuff. A well-muscled man. Fresh-faced man. Wait, we won't let you. That's smart. I feel a bit bad for them. They elected to take up arms against us, though the outcome was plain from the first. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands to come to take what isn't ours. We honestly don't know what we need to steal. Or some rusted bits of iron. Don't be absurd, we're not here to rob you. Unlikely story. You look, well... we do not look like we need stuff. Don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're likely not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all this way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Faff, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her until world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they... Did you say this called Orion old? Turned up here somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that it's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I'm a bodyguard of sort, but we have a rather large concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me strength. If I may, I'm actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nebefarang. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realise we haven't gone off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley! Should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Garrick and Faf, at your service.
Technically, I'm a miner, and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley.
We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. Before you ask, yes, it's true that there's a little in need of transport these days, but there's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical invasion dust. The mere sight of it is travelling the track again once again will make our hearts soar. Mark my words. Okay, no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, if there's anything we can do to assist you, we could gather materials or help put pieces together.
It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you would understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation.
Oh, is that the one I killed?
I suppose you could speak of him if you like. What can you do to you?
Alright. Let's get on with some maintenance, shall we? Very well. Our options are limited, and as Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it.
Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine, then.
To Twine we go. A quest for lost love. Perhaps that could have been me, had things been different. Dost thou seek the sorcerer's wisdom, young? Come to think of it, Oyonge always was fond of fairy tales. To be honest, I'm surprised that you fought the trolley to begin with. So few seem to these days. Too used to living out of it, I suppose. Lost and ruin. Faf is ready to guide you to Twine, where you might meet the mysterious Magnus.
If you're ready, we can leave at once. Though, you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought you'd come out by now.
I might have killed him.
You think he'll be alright? Well, that's, well, I suppose you did force your hand a bit.
I'll have a look just in case. You go on ahead, Faf.
Alright. Looks like it'll just be you lot me then. Not to let anyone take a bite out of you on the way out of the railroad yard.
Will do. I'll catch up and trying. I've changed his accent now for some reason. Why not? You know, it's not always fun just doing one accent. You can change it up a little bit. No! I do not want to fight you guys. I would rather not, to be honest. Oh. Hold on, why are we going on the rail then, guys? Piss off. Okay, there we go.
Damn, not smart. Did he have to fight me so hard? Doing that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. I pointed your overeager companions in the right direction, and they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we'd walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's a more perilous route than I'm comfortable suggesting. I don't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, The low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blow is not worried on that account. He nearly walked into a forest vacus. 4 tacos. Well, okay, let's head down then. And get re-encountered by 50,000 enemies. Please don't re-encounter me! No! Just fuck off! Dude, why are you standing by one? No! Wait a moment, I think I heard something. Oh, that's something, alright? Run! What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, no, just let me fight it, faff. It's not even that strong, it's just a small security. Did not teach you combat in these deserts? I guess not. Why would they? Oh, fuck. Bye. You know what? I don't need to fight this thing. I just realised. I don't care. Yeah, bye. I actually don't have to fight it. That's a new one. Okay, I guess I'll go then. Oh, I'm gonna get another encounter over here. Hold on. Oh, you've really got yourself in a pickle this time, haven't you? Alright, come on, Simon, let's do this together. Alright, there you go. Oh, the frying pan went into the fire! Sorry about that. I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly intertwined though, so we should make it without further incident. Yeah, hopefully so. We better not. No, you made it, I think. He did it. Congratulations. You didn't get attacked by John Hands over here. Is that a flying enemy? What was that? Oh, there's a thing, there's an Aphicurn up there. Hold on. Let's get this first, shall we? Yeah, well, you say that Minfilia would have problems. There is like a sanctuary veil here that you wouldn't have had to walk across, but I guess we were trying to be safe. Anyway, there we go. And I think we only have one left from our Aphicurn thing. Yeah. Hello! This is it. Welcome to Twine! The official dwellings were built to house these labourers forced to build on the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the trolley town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town, back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now, there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The only residents that remain are the destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go. Oh, so they say. That should give you some indication as to what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why you can't get a trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. And become engineers. Well, first some engineers anyway. Well, that's a tune. And get the last Aether crystal in this area. This is Magnus. He's our boss of a fashion. You need to leave, Persimmon. I brought you out for one battle and you need to go now. He also a tiger lad? He is. Oh, he's been drinking quite a bit then. Is he sad? Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you. We could fight if you're gonna bother me, or at least have the damn custody to stand still. Methinks this swan is deep in his cups. Yeah, he is. These are our dust magnets. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabafarang, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabafarang anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up.
No! We must reach Nabafarang. I must!
Bah. So you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. This place is a ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in a trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams.
And we're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabafarang. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why.
No. I'm sick of people asking me about the blatant, blasted thing. Leave me be.
Obviously, he has some trauma involved in the trolley and Nabafarang. We'll speak outside.
I have a feeling this entire section is not going to be voice acted, so that's going to be fun. lots of talking. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't expect that, but for what it's worth, I'm sorry. Your fault. Piss off. Piss off.
I sense there is more to be belligerent drunk in his tale. Stubborn ass. He only said that because I think he thinks I'm weak, and he's right, but I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. On track, Ophelia remains adrift in a turbulent sea of thought. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that the Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we could ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you find anything. Fangrid. Art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? It's not a matter of fate, Oyangi. It's about choice. I've had years to decide where I stand. Ophelia has spent too long in chains already. I will not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That at least I can do for her. He really has matured. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries.
He's really grown as a character, I feel. Come someone we can rely on, someone we can hang our co on. That was a weird metaphor, but you know what I mean.
Oh, there you are. You're pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble, and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up, is all. And you, what did Magnus have to say?
Oh, he told me to piss off.
I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt into action where our interest has not, but I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you'd like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood.
No, I'm good.
You mean to say you're not giving up, even though the Magnus is Magnus? I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what the situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. Can't imagine that anything you try will work, but you're certain you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look around along the tracks for anything that's in need of repairs. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work.
Wow, that does sound like a plan. Hun.
Let's go volcano some beans. Right, that's been activated now. Head up to the tracks and do some maintenance.
Or not, never mind.
This spot looks like it could use a bit of work. Can you make the tools for me? Open the toolbox next to Jack.
Sure.
You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant! Now if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be great. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can have that. I'll need to tighten it. You can tell me what I need? No? Okay, well, a vicious looking saw. I don't think that will, like, you know, get us through a bolt. A mid-sized wrench, a ragged cloth. A mid-sized wrench. Get the job done.
Here you go.
Thank you. This one will do nicely. Yeah, I did it.
I built the builder. I was like about a builder.
Now give me one moment and... There. I don't see any other problems here. Let's continue along the track. This is really cool. I like this. This building together a track to try and get to this place down here. This is a whole like railway, I guess. Pretty cool looking. I like it. But I think we have to continue along. Okay, so that's the last Apicorn, I think, right? Yeah, and it's down southeast, so it'll be on the actual on the actual place down there. I'm a bit concerned about this lantern post. Would you be able to get any tools for me? Will do. See, this is like, you know, menial stuff, but it's done in a fun way, so I don't really mind. And it's nice for the pace to slow down a little bit. You set the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, and open it once again. You're quite handy to have around, you know. As for the lamps here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Yeah, they will! I promise you, we will get them returned. Anyway, a bit of this post seems to be splintered, whether it's the lamp is lit or not. Want to keep these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. Well, if you want to sand it down a little bit, I would say we get a nice rough file. Yes, a wood file is perfect. Let me even this out. I don't know why I'd use a saw to file something, but there you go. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now, unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. It is a very nice view. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks living in the hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had to dig up everything that could easily be reached, and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Nabath Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Nabath brought the Mistal engineers who specialised in Talos here to the hills, and wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung upon around at that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Vonzo and the newly come Mistal. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistal left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yormore, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, and there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks we see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures can be angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favourite task, to be honest with you, As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the track north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Sounds like a plan. Be careful when moving the nest. The vultures who made them never seem to be far away. Of course, they never could be far enough away for my taste, so my perception may be a little biased. It's like a plus quest for this area, but part of the main story, I feel.
Okay, hopefully no vultures attack me while I remove this nest. Oh God!
Piss off, vulture! I don't do a whole lot of damage just going by compared to Reaper, but you know what? It's the thought which counts. Oh, another one. Okay. Okay. Don't want to leave it alone, I see. That's fine. Let me just, like, knock your nest off, you know? You don't need to live here. You can live somewhere else. I'm sure the ecosystem isn't, like, in disarray after the flood or anything. You guys can live anywhere, you're vultures. Oh, I've been stunned! Wait, no, I haven't. What the fuck am I doing in here? 331, 331. English language, how? Fucking amazing. Good. Incredible. Oh, there's more? One more. Okay, one more to do. Maybe this one won't have any creatures on it. So obviously this is the fan land of the first. You can tell that the rocks look very similar, but they're a little bit more red here. And there's you can tell they do mining here too, so that's something as well. God, you know you always run out of ideas, don't you, Mr. Vulture? Can't you just, like, I don't know, go on holiday, go somewhere else outside of this fucking rail track? I don't want to have to deal with you. You don't have to deal with me. We'll both be very happy if you just fucked off. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing they can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who know how to use and repair the talus are long gone. When they left, the people began to bleed out the town. The trolley's tracks rusted and its cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My very first word was trolley, damn it, and those were the worst years of my life. Then, after 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real, proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left his place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amrang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. Sinitas got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again. So in his memory, they returned to Trine, starting to fix those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. But what's that? Wicked white vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Oh, yeah, no, don't leave me. Oh, no, I'll just, no vultures appear. Very good. I'm assuming he lost his wife then as well. And he came back to Amarang. This place isn't a very nice place, I found out. That it's horrible to live here. The Sinitas suck because of how many there are here. And it's just an awful place to be overall. Fuck the flood and fuck the Sin Eaters. Just cause chaos and disaster wherever they are. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Why don't you do it so much good without the chalice though? If there was even a small one that still functioned, things would be different, but well, here we are. Here we are indeed. Despite his bad judgment, Kiak is considering throwing you a bone. Not that it would do you any good, but we do have a talus we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's gripping for a change. Griping for a change. Sure. Yeah. Robot guy. Orange is here too. Thou art come to examine the Talos. Looks like someone's already beaten us here, but please, look about as much as you like.
It's a big robot, and it looks out of interactive.
Maybe me having light inside of me will activate the robot. It looks so sad. Look, it's gonna give it a little nose too. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. 'Twill likely require naught but a few modest repairs, and a suffusion of late aether. Oh really? Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it for me to stop you, but what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of exams. Though such arcane constructions are not wholly unfamiliar to me, as I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which aether floweth freely. Or so it would, were not for several factors which now impede said flow. How in the hell did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you thought of a solution as well then? To provide these fishes require a material highly conductive to aether. Once in place, I believe it to be possible to restore the Talos to life. Nice! Oh, young Jay? Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Depetage. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs.
I like to kill things.
Very good. I shall thank and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of aether in the Talos, and first would I like you to provide 3 stones to the Depetage, or else will be made ready upon my return. Yay! Yeah, all young had to do was take one look at it and they fixed it. Worry not, Zigbar. Preparations here will be complete ere long. Wish we had a mage like him around sooner. As you might imagine, we've had trouble convincing people to come here to help. They either refuse outright or demand payment far beyond anything we could hope to afford. It's why we've made such little progress in repairing Talos. We've poured over every scrap of paper left behind by our daedalus stoneworks, hoping we might learn how it's done, but that just isn't enough. Well, that's cool. Okay, nice. Scavengers assemble. The quick-witted scavenger is concerned for his friend's safety. Oh, my poor friends! Left to be eaten by horrid beasts! I feel terrible about running away, but what choice did I have? No point in all of us being killed now is there? Finding someone to go in and see the bodies, rescue them would absolve me of the blame, yes? If you could go to the ruins of Kelf to look for 2 more scavengers, I'd be very grateful.
Although...
There's that, it's down there. Okay, well, I'll be back for the MSQ in a sec. I'm just gonna be focusing on doing this first. Oh, okay, they all want my meat. No dragon meat for you. Goodbye. Make our way this way. No, you don't get any, actually. This is a very big, ruined area. I'm curious what more they're going to do with the story here to keep it interesting. Because so far it's just mainly been this for fixing a trolley, which is not Shadowbringers' pace, to be honest. Not saying that in a bad way, I just mean it in a way it's very unlike this expansion to be that slow. But, you know what? After the stuff that happened last time, I don't really mind it too much. Oh, hello there. I should actually check my rotation with Reaper because, well, I shouldn't be Reaper right now to be honest, but there was a mod that came out recently, it was released on Twitter, and it was about this, it allowed you to see your rotation at certain levels and what skills you had, and it looked fucking awesome, and I want to try that for my classes I have. Right, anyway. Hello there, seasoned scavenger. I am here to aid you. I am alive! Can it be true? But it is too easy to celebrate. Too early to celebrate. The youngest of our group is still missing. Please, you must find him. I will await for you outside the ruins in case you need help carrying whatever is left of the poor boy. Well, hopefully he's okay, and let's not jump to conclusions. I doubt we're going to be carrying back literal meat. I mean, there was that quest in Around Reborn where you had to carry, like, actual bodies in the MSQ, which I found a little weird. Like, how many bodies can one man carry in one go? Well, hello there. Oh, wrong fucking burn, oops. Oh, well. Oh, there two? Oh, this is getting out of hand. Alright, I saved you, and I expect compensation. Phew! Does that count as a near-death experience? I cannot wait to tell my friends! But first, we should make a hasty retreat, yes? Yeah, sounds like a plan. Why are you going that way? Oh, because we are going that way for some reason. What's down here that's more important than Twine? Unless they don't come from Twine, I guess. Right, I'm coming down. I cannot thank you enough for saving us, but how did you know we were there? I was told by someone. Running away seemed to be our best choice. Not only did we escape, but he sent for help too. If he had tried to rescue us himself, he would probably all be dead by now. Better to run and scavenge another day, yes? I must remember to thank him. You must remember to indeed, and thank you for the aid recurrent. Anyway, I am leaving you now. I'm going back to my main quest. We've got to hunt down some debatators. Alright, I need to kill like 3 of you guys, so enjoy death. Alright, I got your debatage fragments, you young Jay. Hopefully this works. Anchored and Minfilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Did this foul succeed in procuring stone from the debatage? I did indeed. Also had help from my chocobo, Persimmon. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Tancred of Infilia's return. From end to end, the path by which Aether may flow through the talus has been duly mended. Nice. They but require a sufficient endurement. Yeah, who would have thought that all you needed was Oyonge with his infinite knowledge. It's not moving. Strange. The core refuses to stir. I fear the condition of this talus is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core Aether through this massive frame. Failing its repairs or replacement, the talus cannot be restored. So, it was the heart after all. How did it foresee this outcome? Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... Eric? Really isn't my story to share. Please, Jarek. If something went wrong, maybe we can help. Yeah. Yeah, we're all here. We're all warriors. We're all heroes. Alright, alright. After all you've done, after all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Story time. Time to get some deep backstory. What could be so terrible you want to keep it from us? I hope Jack doesn't get in trouble for telling us what happened. Though the talus he had once for a beating heart, it would appear fine efforts were not for naught. Truth hurts. Jack may come to regret his next decision. Right then, the talus, their hearts, cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort of sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of talus bodies are mined in the same place. The place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry. We have to hear it from Fav or someone else. Oh, okay. Back to the tavern we go, then. Interesting. I wonder what must have happened to him. Find out here. Still hurt, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Actually, it's not. Yeah, we're asking about the other guy. What? God damn it, Joke. You could at least finish so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing that talus and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think you may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. What is that thing? Oh. Maybe.
Magnus's wife was a
Okay, I was completely wrong.
Greatest ever was. When the Golem heart started failing,
Actually, no.
she was the first to head out in search of more.
When the Golem heart started fading, she was the first to head out in search of more. Okay, that's kind of it.
Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago. Finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed.
Oh.
We labored day and night to clear away the rubble. But it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body.
That's bad, isn't it?
Magnus has never been the same since.
He lost his son and his wife in this horrible place. Fuck Amarang. Fuck it. Fuck this area.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
Their graves, I think. Oh, that really sucks. It's a shame. Like, the idea of being caved in a mine is terrifying. Especially with how suffocating it can be. But she had hope of trying to bring these things back to life. I'm hope that when the thing eventually happened, that she still had that hope in her heart, at least. Hello.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap.
How big that bottle is. That's a big bottle of
Now, piss
alcohol.
off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
Not on the tombstone?
My son was named Scully. My wife, It beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows. But somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
He's lost a lot of people, especially at Philia.
You've lost someone too.
Well, kinda.
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil.
Oui, soir.
He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter.
Yeah, and then this happened.
But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers.
What do you mean? It wasn't your fault that happened.
I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down.
Hello, my name is Amarang. This is the area where we're going to be giving Thancred all the development as a character. He's getting more development in this one scene in the entirety of Reborn. This is amazing. No, not even that.
Why I refuse to let her legacy die.
Not even that, like the entirety of all his appearances.
In the end, all we can do is press on.
Oh, that was a cool shot. I want to get a picture of that. Oh,
We can yet save.
Thancred.
And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Arang.
Do you want to live in a world without sin eaters? We can do that for you. Just have to trust us.
What rubbish.
You don't mean that. Maybe he does actually, but fuck.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not.
No, but can't just take away your life just because you want Philia back.
Still bring her back.
Ed. Oh, bye, Thancred. Where you go, mate? Whoa! Whoa! Thancred, what the fuck was that? No! He went into like the buttons for a second there. Alright, okay, Shadowbringers, we're glitching out a little bit, I see. That took me out of it a little bit, to be honest. Why must he always treat me like this? I wish there was something what we can do for you, I truly do. But after Agnes's accident, no one is allowed near those mines. Oh, fuck him, I'm gonna go there myself. If not for those damn Talos shit. Is it Talos' fault? Oh, hello, Jokerboat. There we go. I understand what happened to him was terrible, but we need to go there. Full well do I know the pain of loss and how easily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must needs procure a new heart for the Talos. Bath, knowest thou any location where we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you, near all those veins were tapped dry years ago. Well, I suppose if you really want to try, you may find something at Nuvi's leavings. It was opened well before Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Gerstjon and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Fine assistance is most appreciated. Zigbar, I think it best Frank could join Thea in this search. Though he wouldn't be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. I agree. Alright, let's do this then. Off to somewhere, aren't you? Are you? Yeah.
If you...
At last, a lead on the stone we need to prepare power to Patalis. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Yeah, weapon 1 too. Nice. Okay, I'll put down my my Reaper, but I'm going to leave this part of Final Fantasy XIV here. Actually, a lot more than I thought was going to be in this part, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I've loved going through the story in this, and there's more plus. In fact, you know what? Let's do one more plus quest before we end. Why not? Get it done, over and done with. Charmless man. Sven has discovered something unusual on a delivery brought from the mine. Have you seen a charm like this before? I found it among the stones brought from the mine. A lot of the workers wear these for good luck, and I expect whoever lost it is wondering where it went. It's the first time I've seen one made from cat's eye, so the owner shouldn't be hard to track down. I'd go and look for them myself, but I've got too much to do here. Would you be able to go in my place? The graveyard keeper is quite knowledgeable about charms and whatnot, so it might be worth asking him.
Okay.
Hunt train move, A rank. Pardon? Is that like a face or something? Hello. What's that you have there? I have a cat's eye charm. Made from the precious stone known as the cat's eye, rather than an actual feline eyeball, which would be a poor choice for a variety of reasons. Yeah, it would. Oh yes! Cat's eye charms like this were once used to ward off misfortune. The tradition began with the Church of the First Light, and the gem represents their patron deity. Even though no one follows the old religion anymore, some of its customs remain, especially among the miners. You don't see many of this exquisite though. I seem to remember the fellow with an eye patch kept a similar charm around his neck. It might even be the exact same one. I never caught his name, but he's not hard to miss. The last I saw of him, he was leaving to mine Nuve's leavings with some of the others. I like how a lot of these plus quests are just the beginnings of quest chains, so when I finish them, it doesn't, this feels like I just introduced you to it and not actually continued it, but I have to do it to get Aether Currents, and I'd rather do it on recording than not, so why not? It doesn't really matter, to be honest. It just means that you get to see the beginning of some stories, but not the conclusion, which, again, I don't make this series out to be a full playthrough of Shadowbringers. That will be nigh impossible of how much there is in this. So I mainly just want to focus on MSQ and some bits and bobs outside, like what I did that bonus part. And there might be a second bonus part soon, depending on if I can get my other class to level 80 before the end of Shadowbringers, but we'll see. But anyway, one-eyed miner. Oh, I didn't see you there. What do you want? I got the cat's eye charm. How do you get this? Gods, how could I have been so careless? This is all my sister left behind before she... Look, I'd rather not talk about it, but I appreciate you bringing this back to me. It means a lot. Okay. Well, I kind of have an idea as to what you're talking about. It's interesting that the Sin Eaters only drop charms and stuff when they change into them. We had that with the Eye of Horfus guy during the job quest. So I guess it depends on like how magically infused it is. Maybe, I don't know. Might just be plot armor, to be honest. But anyway, like I said, we're going to end this part here. I do hope you enjoyed. I'll be back for the next part very soon. Goodbye.